My name's Claire Ford. My fellowship was in 2011. I travelled across America, the United States of America, and my fellowship was enriching life with creative expression for people living with dementia. I'm a freelance artist and I run a project called iPad Engage, which is primarily for people living with dementia, and it's using iPad technology to engage care staff and residents living with dementia. I applied for a fellowship because I just finished university and I was doing an arts and health internship at Manchester Metropolitan University, and I was doing lots of different research in arts and dementia, and I thought, oh god, it'd be a great opportunity to go to America to look at all of these things. So obviously that's when I applied for a fellowship, and I really dived into a lot of the research before I even started because I was that excited. So that's why I applied for a fellowship, to really boost my career really, and to drive it into a certain way. I owe it all to the Winston Churchill Fellowship. Without the Winston Churchill Fellowship, I wouldn't have had the confidence to do what I do now. There's 7 people who work for me now, and we work across the country, and it's all down to the fellowship. And I've still got contacts with people from America, and we're doing a collaborative project at the moment, and I've been to Australia with the project, and I'm going to Amsterdam next week, so it's all very much down to the Winston Churchill Fellowship. Before I went to America, I was going into care homes and people were really distressed, upset, anxious, but because of the fellowship we're now collaborating as artists, so I work with other fellows who have done similar things across America, such as Alice Thwaite, Liz Postlethwaite, etc. And we're now connecting different communities through the arts, and that's all down to the fellowship as well. As a freelance artist, it's very isolating quite a lot of the time, so to collaborate with other people is just a fantastic opportunity. So the Winston Churchill Fellowship seminars have brought a lot of different disciplines together, and we're speaking and sharing practice all of the time, which is inspiring us, but also giving a different energy as well within care homes, because it's good to have dance, it's good to have visual arts, it's good to have multi-sensory activity going on, and that is all down to the seminar sharing events. Since I returned, obviously I set up the project iPad Engage, and at that point it was just me working in the different settings, but then obviously I employed other people, and those artists have then had all of the information that I did on my fellowship, so it's inspired those artists to obviously do different work and to do multidiscipline workshops as well. But it's also inspired, you can feel there's a completely different energy in care homes, and I feel a lot more connected to health settings as well than I did before I went, which is fantastic, because I didn't think I'd ever feel like that. So the arts and the health worlds are now coming together, so which is a massive impact of the fellowship. I really didn't think I would be able to get as far as I have done, and I think for me it's like an inner confidence. So if I'm ever feeling quite low in confidence, I just think, oh, I've got the Winston Churchill Fellowship, so it's pushed me on with everything I do. So if I'm thinking, oh, shall I apply for that money, I just think, yes, go for it, because you can do it. So it's a brand new confidence that I didn't think I had. When I returned back from my Winston Churchill Fellowship, I was approached by Gordon Mason at the East Penland Association, and he took me on board on the committee. So for me it was quite easy really to disseminate quite quickly. So I did lots of different talks as part of that association, and now I'm obviously the chair of that committee. But I think being in the arts and the seminars that the Winston Churchill obviously do, it was a great chance to share and present and disseminate all of my findings through that way as well. But solely I've gone out separately as well, and I speak at lots of different associations and different clubs now as well, to get as much information out there as possible on dementia. So when I came back from my Winston Churchill Fellowship, I attended an Arts and Older People seminar, and I was approached by Katie Burgess, a 1967 fellow, in the idea that I could do some training for her in arts and dementia in Preston in the northwest, because obviously I'm based in the northeast. It was a great opportunity to spread my dissemination into a brand new network and a new part of the UK as well. So since then we've been working together now for the last 3 years, and that relationship is still going strong. We share things all the time.